Hey, what's going on, guys? Mike Gastin, and I am glad to have you along today. I want to take a few moments to share my thoughts and my heart with you. Usually I'm doing a video on branding, wealth creation, entrepreneurship, etc. As a matter of fact, over the last 2-3 years, I've put out 105 videos on this YouTube channel. A handful of them live streams, but many of them videos like this, where I would record something, edit it down, throw a music track on it, create a thumbnail, publish it. It's quite a process, actually. And I think in any creative endeavor, when you start, you have a vision of what that thing can be. And almost always, unless you're a master at whatever this endeavor is, the vision that you have never matches up to the level of content that you put out there, meaning your content falls rather short of your vision. It's very difficult to just nail your vision right out of the gate unless you're just, like I said, a master at whatever it is that you're doing. And that's the case for this YouTube channel. I mean, I had dreams of this thing being hundreds of thousands of people and a full-time job. And I thought I was going to create, info products, courses. I was going to be known as an expert, get all kinds of speaking engagements and so on. And 105 videos in, I'm figuring out that I'm just finding my voice. I'm just figuring out really what it is that I want to do, what it is that I want to say, what it is that I want to focus on. Now, if you've been around this channel for any length of time, you know that I talk about things like entrepreneurship, branding, wealth creation, a little bit about success and strategy. You may know that I'm a branding and marketing business consultant. You may know some of those things about me. And the majority of you found me through a video I did on the Cybertruck when it launched back in November last year, 2019. And the channel saw a nice bump, big growth. I was very grateful for that. I've been grateful for this audience from day one. And it was quite an experience to go through that growth. But what that growth has actually taught me is something very interesting. I got a lesson out of that growth that I was not expecting. And that is that you can very easily find yourself trying to please others. And what I mean is you get this audience, it's exciting. I'm grateful for every single one of you, but there's this part of me that says, what do I have to do to keep these people happy? How can I deliver something that will tickle their fancy, that will get them to click, that'll get them to engage with the content? How can I get the views of my videos up? What is it that this group wants? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to serve your audience. There's nothing wrong with wanting to create content that the people that have shown you their support would find interesting, entertaining, useful, and so on. I think most of us want to be useful to other people. But at the same time, you can fall short of being useful to what's in your heart, being useful to what you are made to do. And as I put out 105 videos and I reflect on those videos, as I've been thinking about the direction of this channel, I've kind of been looking at different options. What can I do? Can I kind of focus on developing courses, help people learn how to close more deals or create revenue, help people in early stages of entrepreneurship, maybe start some type of mastermind group or some type of subscription service where I can coach people and so on. Now, as you know, I'm a consultant as well, so I'm doing all my consulting work for my clients. I mean, I'm not suffering for revenue, but I've just been thinking about this effort that I'm putting into this channel. Where can I take it in a way that would be good for me and would make me happy? And I've had to come to terms with the fact that I don't know that trying to build some type of entrepreneurship, wealth creation, branding, marketing, business platform, if you will, is really what would be fulfilling to me. I don't know that I necessarily want to do that. Now, it's not that I don't love it. I don't like it. I like those things. I love the work that I do for my clients. I love the opportunity to share what I have with other people. When another entrepreneur says to me, hey, how are you finding clients? Or how do you close deals? How do you sell on value? What about pricing strategy? I love rolling up my sleeves and getting into that stuff. I absolutely love it. But I think just like you, we are not always just our job. We are not always just our career, our area of expertise. There's so much more to each one of us than just those things. And as I look at YouTube, as I look at creating content, as I look at making videos, in putting a message out there. There are things that are deeper, more burning, more valuable, more interesting, and I think more important that I have to say and that I want to say. And so I'm making this video to let you know that the channel is going to be changing over the next handful of weeks and months. You're going to see me tackling and addressing topics that you may not have really seen me tackle or address before. And I want to let you know that if it's not for you, that's okay. If you came to this channel because you're interested solely in entrepreneurship or solely in branding or solely in electric vehicles, electric tech, Elon Musk and so on. If you came here for those things and you're like, I don't know where this guy's going, I'm not interested. It's okay. I get it. You don't owe me anything. The fact that you've been a subscriber all this time, the fact that you've watched my videos and engaged with them, that's you've given me way more than you owe me. And I think the same is true. The fact that I put this content out here, that I've made it earnestly and I've put it out there for free, I believe I've given freely as well. And so if you find the content that I'm doing going forward not up your alley, that's fine. But if you are interested in deeper issues around culture, metaphysics, philosophy, theology, politics, economics, I still want to tackle these things, but I want to tackle them in more engaging, more relevant, more honest ways than I have so far. Now, I've never been dishonest on the channel in the sense that I've not been true. Anything I've said has been true. I've been accurate. I've not misrepresented myself. I've not told you something that I don't believe or not told you something that isn't true to the best of my knowledge. But if there's any element of untruth, if there's any element of insincerity, it's that I hold back who I am often. I think we all do that. You don't go out in public and just act like an idiot. You hold back a little bit. You learn to be polite, a little bit of decorum. I don't want to take a mask off and become a wild man. I'm not saying that, but I want to be more honest. I want to tackle these issues that I care about head on. I want to address them, and I want to bring who I am to the table in a more significant way. And I think we need voices like that now more than ever. I look at the world that we're living in, and I am troubled. On the other hand, I am also hopeful. And I want to bring who I am to the table. I don't want to waste my time trying to build an audience on some topic just to make some revenue. I want to put who I am. I want to put my heart, my mind, my soul. I want to put who I am on the table in a way that's meaningful. I want to do the best work that I possibly can. And I want to give something to you and to the world of substance. Now, that's not to say that the content I put out there so far hasn't been substantive, but I think that I can do better. I think that I can do more. And I have a hunger and a desire to do so. I have a hunger to dig deeper. And that means the content's going to change. Now, like anything, as I opened up, I said, look, when you start something, what you want and you're able to do doesn't always match up to your vision. I'm probably going to struggle for a while as I try to find my voice, as I try to reorient. You might watch a video and go, I kind of like where he's going, but my goodness, was this painful. Stick around. I would love for you to stick around. I'm saying, hey, if this isn't for you, I get it. No hard feelings. On the other hand, I would love for you to stick around. I'm grateful for this audience. I'm looking forward to building this channel. I want it to be something special. I still have a vision for it. I still have a vision for the kind of content, the level of creativity and thinking and human honesty that I can bring to this channel. On the other hand, I know that everyone's time is precious, and I know that their sub is gold. You subscribe to a channel, you're saying, hey, I want more. And I understand that you can only watch so much stuff. But if you would stick around for a while, I'd love it. I'd love your feedback. I love your input. And I'd love to have you along on this journey as I transition from being this kind of marketing, branding person to bringing more of who I am to the table. And my hope is that who I bring to the table is valuable to you, useful to you, encouraging to you, challenging to you, inspiring to you. I want people to be able to live life on their own terms, to live in a world that's free, to live in a world that respects human life and the power and creativity of the human being, that gives place and gives way to individuals to test themselves, to test their mettle, to try themselves, and to put out who they are into the world, to build things, to create things, to accomplish things. And I want to contribute to that argument. I believe there's an argument right now about what kind of world are we building? What kind of future do we want for ourselves, for our children, for generations that come after us? And I would feel remiss. I would feel like a coward if I did not add my voice, if I did not add my action, if I did not engage that conversation in a way that's more meaningful than talking about branding. There's nothing wrong with branding, and we're still going to talk about that kind of stuff. That's still part of who I am. But I want to say, if you're here just for the branding, if you're here just for pricing strategy, if you're here just for Tesla, you may not find this channel as useful or as interesting as you used to. But if you're interested in human flourishing, if you're interested in how society should be ordered so that mankind, men and women, children, can find the most fulfillment, the most flourishing, the most opportunity, if you're interested in the arguments that are besetting our age right now and curious about how should we orient ourselves, what should we think and why, how should we then act, then I would encourage you to stick around. I would love for you to be a part of this community. And I'm very grateful for all the time that you give me. Guys, I really do love you all. I wish the best for each and every one of you. I'm grateful for you. And I hope that as I move forward, you will come with me. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.